Autumn's begun and winter's right around the corner, which means the seasons are changing, and this is the perfect time for a full body detox. In fact, full being detox, which is what I'm entering into. So I am entering into an 82 days to a new me journey, and within that journey, I'm doing a 21-day prolonged water fast. Something you should know about me, two things you should know about me, three things you should know about me. One, this is not my first rodeo. I've done a 21 days prolonged water fast, no food, only water, 10 days, 13 days, and now I'm again doing a 21-day prolonged water fast. So that's the first thing you should know about me. The second thing you should know about me is that not only is this not my first rodeo, but also I've been, broadly speaking, in the space of self-development, spirituality, inner work. I work as an inner work guide at the nexus of coaching, therapeutic practices, spirituality. So that's the second thing you should know about me. The reason you need to know that is because that kind of a base really supports such journeys that are bound to have certain struggles. Yeah. The third thing you should know about me, I follow rules, until I learn through my experience, and then I let go of the rules and see what intuitively emerges for me and follow my truth based on my experience. These three things are important for you to know, so that as you now listen into the video to understand what to do, how to prepare for a 21-day fast, you have this at the back of your mind, that a lot of things that I will share, I'll be sharing both perspectives, what people say, how you should be prepping for a long fast, and how I intend to do this long fast. Now, if you haven't yet, subscribe if you want to follow along how to enter into a long-term transformation journey which stays long-term. So an 82-day journey that started yesterday, October 10th. It'll go on till the 31st of December. And this will sort of give me a really good foundation to fly into 2025. Yeah. And the first part of this journey starts with this 21 days of fasting. I personally believe fasting is, yes, it leads to loss of weight, but it's not the best thing. A prolonged fast is not the best way if you're looking only for weight loss. Intermittent fasting is much better for consistent long-term weight loss. Fasting, a long, prolonged water fast, has less to do with loss of weight and so much more to do with literal cleansing of your entire being, body, physical body, of course, but also your habitual patterns, your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, the way you look at life. Like, it sort of just cleanses everything. Why? Because it kind of brings the speed down. It pauses things, right? And so I personally very, very strongly feel, positively feel about prolonged water fasts. It is said that 10 days is the smallest prolonged water fast. Anything below 10 days is not considered by some people, by some schools of thought, as a prolonged water fast. And in my own experience, like, I do think 7 to 10 days, your body is just adjusting to this new paradigm of no food, right? And I do feel in my first 21-day fast, it is around the 11th, 12th, 13th day when your body sort of completely gets comfortable with this new paradigm. And so, yeah, I see why a 10 days the smallest prolonged fast. Now, how do I prep for my 21-day journey, which starts on the 13th of October? To prepare for a thing like this, 21 days of no eating, yes, you have to do certain practical things, but before that, you need to be able to sort of prep your mind. And the one thing that I feel like is just so true is something that the person guiding me in my first 21 day had told me, or in my first 10 day had told me. He had said, it's all a mind game. And it's literally all a mind game, which is not to say don't listen to the body's signals. Listen to the body's signals. And since I have listened to my body's signals across the different fasts that I have done, so I will be implementing that wisdom from the body, and I will also be present to what emerges in this fast. Every fast is different. Every fast, because every fast is a different you. So based on where you are, who you are, what you're bringing in, your entire being, thoughts, emotions, physical body, physical health, every fast will be different. Now, actually, even before I share how I'm going to be prepping for the fast, I'm taking 3 days to prep. Some might say take 5 to 7 days. I think 3 days is good enough. 3 days would be good enough for me. But before we even talk about prepping, something important to remember: who should not, definitely not do a long-term fast, prolonged water fast? Pregnancy. If you're pregnant, please do not even think about it. Underweight. If you're underweight, it's going to be really hard, not just mentally, psychologically hard, but literally, like, your body will not be able to support not eating if you're already underweight. Yeah, so if you're underweight, please do not. Third, if you have health complications or health issues that are a little complicated, which means you're taking multiple medications, I would not recommend getting into a water fast, because, or a long-term water fast, especially without any guidance and support, because these are kind of two separate schools, right? Allopathy and fasting. Fasting is the naturopathy route, like a very natural way to allow nature to run its course. Allopathy is humans interfering. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're very different schools of thoughts. And so if you're following this school of thought, allopathy, for whatever reasons, and there's like a mixed box of medications that you have, yeah, I would not think you should get into a water fast. And fourth, of course, if you're right now really unwell, which is kind of debatable, because some people might say if you're really unwell and you're not on a mixed dose of medications, actually fasting might help you recover, help the root cause of whatever is creating the illness resolve. So those are the four kinds of people or categories of people who I would say you should reconsider whether or not you want to get into a long-term prolonged fast right now. Other than these four categories, I think everyone who's healthy, even if you're somebody who's a little unhealthy but not sick per se, I would highly recommend a water fast. I'm not saying you should do it. This is the TNC. I am not a medical expert. I don't intend to be a medical expert. I am somebody who learns from my own experiences, and that's what I'm here to share with you. Okay, so how I'm prepping is I've taken 3 days. Yesterday was day 1, today is day 2, tomorrow is day 3. My initial plan was, and here's something else that you'll realize about me. My initial plan was day 1, I'm going to have eggs and greens, and so I'm going to cook the food and eat it. Second day, which is today, only apples. Third day, which is tomorrow, only citrus fruits. Now yesterday, in the afternoon, I had my greens, so green leafy vegetables and eggs, and I cooked them together and I ate that. And then in the evening, I had this strong craving to have some pad thai. And I was like, now see, throughout the fast, such thoughts are going to come up in the mind, right? Like the mind is going to say, oh, let me just eat. Let me just eat a little. Let me just eat today. Let me just eat. Like, these are the things your mind is going to say. And I knew this was my mind saying it. And I was like, you know what? This is the other thing that you need to know about me. Straight. So when I guide somebody in meditation, I say your back, your body, it should be straight and supple. It should not be rigid. Yeah. So straight and supple, and similarly follow. But I don't know, I personally don't like to the T following. It's okay, a little bit here, a little bit there, wisely, knowing when to do a little bit here, a little bit there, which means yesterday I did get some pad thai, and for my mind, for me to feel good mentally, I added a lot of greens in it. So I had the pad thai yesterday, but that's the only time I'm going to be flexible. Now today, it's only apples. Tomorrow, it's only going to be citrus fruits. I still have to see. Probably I'll get some oranges, or let's see what I get. And then once the fast starts, then no food at all. What I am going to have during this fast is lemon. So what happens is, in the body, everything else is fine. At the end of the day, the reason you do these fasts is not to torture your body. It's to help it detox, right? And lemon has a lot of the important potassium, sodium, whatever those micronutrients that your body needs, micro minerals, or the salt and everything. I'm also not a science person, and I, again, more than science, I mean, I learn from science and research. I'll read up stuff, but again, I rely on my experience, right? So I learn from the outside and then I apply and I see what is my truth. And that's what I'm going to share with you. So I have seen across my fast, lemon water is great. I'm going to see through the 21 days. I'm not going to start off right away with lemon water. I'll see when my body is needing it, when I'm feeling like, the salt is going down or some potassium, sodium. Again, not my first rodeo. So you start realizing those, so you start noticing what your body needs. Yeah. That's how I'm going to be doing my 21 days. And this is my 3-day preparation. I have also, so in the 82 days to a new me, it has also added waking up time, sleeping time, no Netflix for now, no Netflix. I'm going to be adding and subtracting the things that I want to add and subtract into my life, into my being. And so what I've also added is intuitive movements. So every morning, once I wake up, about 15 minutes, for now it is 15 minutes intuitive movement, which again is great to move into my fasting period. If this is something that you find interesting, something that you want to know more about, something maybe that you want to implement into your life right now, maybe sometime in the future, follow along. Somewhere up here you'll find the link, and I'll also put it in the description below for the video on the 82 days to a new me. And every single day I'm going to be putting up a video vlog about how my day went, how the fasting went, all of that. By the way, my name is Shubhali, and thank you for watching this video.